Hello students, welcome to our new YouTube channel, St. Wilfred College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Panvel. Myself, Anjali Patil, Assistant Professor of Arts, Commerce, Science, Panvel. So today we are talking about our new topic, that is a figure of speech. So a figure of speech is a generally used in a poetry to add beauty to the poem. It creates a powerful and a pleasing effect on the reader. So here are the introduction of some figure of speech. First one is imagery. Imagery is a language used by poets, novelists, and other writers to create image in the mind of the reader. Imagery includes figurative and a metaphorical language to improve the reader's experience through their sense. Simile. A simile is a figure of speech that compares two things that are different from each other but have a similar qualities. These are generally formed through uses of the words as or like. Some example of similes in the sentence include metaphor. A metaphor is a figure of speech which is used for implying a comparison between two things that have something in a common but are in general different from each other. Some example of uses of metaphors in this sentence is as follows. Alliteration. Alliteration is a type of figure of speech in which a sentence consists of a series of words that have the same consonant sound at the beginning. Some popular example of alliteration in a sentence include hyperbole. A hyperbole is a figure of speech that consists of an exaggeration. It is uses of exaggerated terms in order to emphasize or heighten the effect of something. Onomatopoeia. This is a figure of speech which is used to express a sound. To be more precise, it involves the use of words that imitate the sound associated with the action or object. Personification. Personification is a figure of speech that attributes human nature or human qualities to abstract or inanimate object. For example, we often use the phrases like the following wind, dancing leaves, time flies, etc. Now see the definitions. All of the use of different figure of speech in our everyday life, no matter which language we speak. Being familiar with a different type of figure of speech can not only increase your vocabulary in a particular language, but also help you in your career. This is especially for those who wants to pursue a career in translation, poetry, or writing. Also, having a solid idea of a different figures of speech can come in a handy a wide range of exams, including both language proficiency exam for studying abroad and different competitive exam for work or study. Want to familiarize yourself with the different figure of speech? Take a look at this blog or detailed information on the popular type of figure of speech. Imagery. As a literary device, imagery consists of descriptive language that can function as a way for the reader to better imagine the world of the piece of literature and also add symbolism to the work. Imagery draws on the five senses, namely details of taste, touch, sight, smell, and sound. Imagery can also pertain to details about movement or a sense of a body in a motion or the emotion or a sensation of a person, such as a fear or hunger. Using imagery helps the reader develop a more fully realized understanding of the imaginary world that the author has created. Here are some example of imagery. The bulbous bears the bride along like a pearl on a string. Now, our second figure of speech is simile. Simile is a figure of speech that compares two different things in an interesting way. The object of a simile is to spark an interesting connection in a reader's or listener's mind. A simile is one of the most common form of figurative language. Example of simile can be found just about anywhere from poems to song lyrics and even in a everyday conversation. Here are the one example of simile. The two goldfish were like floating butterscotch candies. Here are the some other example. You were as brave as a lion. They fought like cats and dogs. Watching the show was like watching grass grow. Your explanation is as clear as mud. Now, our second figure of speech is metaphor. A metaphor is a figure of speech that, for rhetorical effect, directly refers to one thing by mentioning another. It may provide clarity or identify hidden similarities between two different ideas. Metaphors are often compared with other type of figurative language. One of the most commonly cited example of metaphor in English literature come from All the World's a Stage monologue from As You Like It. Here are the some example of metaphor. Her long hair was flowing golden river. The children were flowers ground in a concrete gardens. Tom's eyes were eyes as he started he stared at her. The following snowflakes are dancer. The calm lake was a mirror. Now, second is alliteration. In literature, alliteration is the conscious repetition of identical initial consonant sound in a successive or a closely associated syllable within a group of words, even though spelled differently. As a method of linking words for effect, alliteration is also called hid rhyme or initial rhyme. For example, humble house or potential power play. Now we are going to see some example. Come and clean the paws in your closet. The big bad bear scare all the baby bunnies by the bushes. Shut the shutters before the banging sound makes you shudder. Go and gather the green leaves on the grass. Now our second hyperbole. You can find example of hyperbole in literature and everyday speech. You would not want to use it in non-fiction words like report or research paper, but it's perfect for creative writing and communication, especially when you want to add color to a character or humor to a story. Hyperbole are not comparisons like similes and metaphors, but extravagant and even ridiculous overstatement not meant to be taken literally. In literature, hyperbole will often be used to show contrast or catch the reader's attention. Here are the some example of hyperbole. He is running faster than the wind. That man is as tall as house. The shopping cost me $1 million. My dad will kill me when he comes home. Your skin is softer than silk. She is as skinny as a toothpick. Now, our next figure of speech is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is defined as a word which imitates the natural sound of a thing. It creates a sound effect that mimics the things described, making the description more expensive and interesting. Here are the some example of onomatopoeia. The ship went bar. Silent your cell phone so that it does not beep during the movie. The bridge collapsed, creating a tremendous boom. Dad released a black bilge from the pit of his stomach. The bridge collapsed, creating a tremendous boom. Now, our last but Not at the least is a personification. Personification is a figure of speech in which an idea or a thing is given human attribute and or a feelings or is spoken of as it were human. Personification is a common form of metaphor in that human characteristics are attributed to non-human things. This allows writer to create life and motion within inanimate objects, animals, and even abstract idea by assigning them recognizable human behavior and emotions. Here are some example of personification. Lightning dances across the sky. The wind hollow in the night. Rita heard the last piece of pie calling her name. My flowers were begging for water. The camera loves her since she is so pretty. In that way, in today's lecture, we discuss about the figure of speech. Thank you so much.